Ok, ci siamo? Sì, penso di sì. Bene, bene, e si ritorna a Lake o Providence Oaks, tipo. Allora, siamo qui perché ho scoperto che il gioco non salva durante le cutscene, se possiamo definirle così, insomma. Quindi ero rimasta al pomeriggio del 24, invece noi eravamo arrivati subito dopo Natale, insomma, quindi l'inizio del 26. Quindi ho rifatto quel pezzo e adesso dovrebbe essere la fine, quindi riprendiamo da qui e vediamo che succede. Che non salva, non salva. È 26 dicembre.
Hey, Thomas. Did you see the game last night?
Morning, Frank. Nope, we had our Christmas dinner. What happened?
The Celtics were up by 25 in the third quarter, but they still lost the game in double overtime.
Wow, I thought the Celtics had a great team.
They do, and I'm still betting on them to win it all this season. But betting against them sure paid off last night.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, Frank.
Ha, Thomas, we'll see. Have a good one today.
Bah. Madonna, quante cose dobbiamo fare. Allora. Quindi oggi è il giorno dopo Natale e poi sabato e domenica abbiamo l'appuntamento a cena con Emily, che non ricordo assolutamente. No, Emily è la moglie, mi pare. Mi pare Emily si chiama. E serata a poker con i ragazzi. Vediamo chi sono questi ragazzi. Allora.
Season's greetings, P.O. It's the second day of Christmas, and I don't have turtle doves or partridges in pear trees, but you know what I do have?
P.O. positive or pet peeves? Season's greetings to you too, Jack. It's, Angela here. I watched the movie Gremlins the other day, right in my own cozy VCR-equipped living room. And I just want to say that it was a lovely and inexpensive way to have a great time.
Thanks for the tip, Angie. Angela. I'm going to assume that wasn't a surreptitious advertising for the Flick Shack. And I'm also going to assume my next rental there will be free of charge. Hey! Okay, on to the weather. It looks like we'll have lots of snow today.
Eh sì,
How about some music now?
Sta nevicando, in effetti, sta nevicando.
Oh, silly me. I forgot.
Allora, questa Main Street dovrebbe essere il 300. Credo. 300. Ah no, non è il 300, ma è l'unico Main Street. Va bene.
Okay, let's get this to its destination.
Andiamo. Thomas. Thomas.
Yes, I understand, but Maureen said...
Doesn't really matter what Maureen said. I can't help that her orders have been delayed because of the snow. She should have just ordered sooner. It's not like New Year's Eve appeared on the calendar out of nowhere.
That's true, but it was only 2 weeks ago that she decided to throw a celebration at the diner. And once we're sure we can host a proper party for everyone, you are also invited.
That sounds an awful lot like blackmail to me. Please come to my party, Nancy. But first, hand over a football team supply of cheesy dip, quiche, and sloppy joes.
I'm sure she didn't mean it that way, and I'm sure you're more than welcome either way. But I have to run now. Bye, Nancy, and hi-bye, Thomas.
Bye, Kay.
Bye.
NSG strikes.
Bye. Bellissimo. Che ha detto? Mi sono confusa e sto pensando alla hi bye, che è fantastico. Sarei più disposta a dire questo in realtà. Ah no, suo credo di lei, che quella credo sia, se ricordo bene, l'amica di Meredith, mi pare. No, pensavo stava parlando di lei.
PO would be a boring place without her.
Boring? Drama-free might be the word you're looking for. One thing's for sure, she does not know how to run a business. Always bites off more than she can chew. And now I'm supposed to come to the rescue?
You could be a party's savior. I know I'd never miss out on such an opportunity.
With the ridiculous discount she's demanding, it's mostly nothing but a great opportunity for a lot of extra work. Anyway, is that parcel for me? You can just put it on the counter.
Sure thing, Nancy. Have a great day.
Andiamo, Thomas. Un sacco di lavoro da fare. Che bello, sta nevicando! Bello. Allora, vediamo che giro possiamo fare. Direi che possiamo fare... Allora, o giriamo di qua, poi facciamo il giro così. Che mi sa la cosa migliore, perché sennò si va troppo a strada. Quindi dobbiamo tornare indietro, Thomas. Una bella inversione a U. Un po' di manovra. 1, 2. Ok.
Fancy handwriting on this one.
Comunque avevo la precedenza. C'era lo stop, ma in realtà il postino ha la precedenza, lo sanno tutti. Infatti la macchina si è fermata. Allora, non so se qua più avanti. 200... Ah no, 205 qui. 105 Jackson Street. No, 203 c'è scritto. No, allora è più avanti. Ah, va bene.
Part and parcel.
Stamattina non avevo visto il numero la via della consegna del pacco, va bene. Che carino! Ah no, dobbiamo suonare il campanello. Ma quanto è carino questo pazzo di neve. Non c'è nessuno.
The Kovacs family always heads to Arizona in the wintertime. And who can blame them?
Si portano via anche i mobili e li navigati anche dentro casa. Va bene. No, no, bloccare. Carino, carino che è questo pupazzo di neve. Dai, Thomas, corri un po'. Dai. Veloce. Allora, andiamo avanti. Allora, l'altra è una lettera che è qua, credo. Vediamo un po'. Sì. Allora, ok, quindi devo girare di qua. Giro così. Ah. Ah no! Vabbè, credo questa.
Somehow it's always nice when our neighbors get a letter. Here's to you, Andy and Toby.
Ah, quella è la casa sua. Aspetta, voglio vedere una cosa. E ci stavo pensando prima, mentre rifacevo tutta la parte per arrivare dove eravamo rimasti l'altra volta. Ho detto, ma chissà se può entrare a casa sua lui. No, dai, ma cos'è? Ma perché poi soprattutto? Niente. Cioè non può entrare neanche a casa sua lui, va bene. Ok. Ok. Andiamo più avanti, poi giriamo. Gira. Le musichette sono carinissime comunque. Che bello quell'albero. Allora, dovrebbe essere questa, credo. Sì. Allora, ok, vabbè, vado di qua. No, aspetta, non posso tagliare di qua, no? No. Più avanti. Però... Allora, aspetta, o la minimappa mi inganna. Ah, no, cacchio, c'è un pacco qui. Aspetta. La minimappa non mi stava ingannando. Allora, devo girare qua, se riesco a vedere la strada, ecco qui.
Okay, Thomas. Just keep the wheel steady and trust the snow chains on the tires.
Ok. Madonna. Oh, un po' strettino poi. Allora, aspetta che faccio inversione. Anzi, vado avanti per evitare di farla a piedi perché sennò 30 anni.
Reminded of our honeymoon to Niagara Falls all those many years ago. A little more impressive than our local waterfall, but not by much.
Allora, qua un pacco. Sono a Bear Creek. Ok, questa qua.
Hey there! Looks like Santa's a little late this year.
That's what you get for not being a good boy, Robert Harris.
Let me try to make it up to you. Take that heavy load off your hands. That must be the fire pit I ordered. Now I can finally go ice fishing without freezing at the same time.
Ice fishing. That sounds like a nice adventure.
Well, you're in luck. Bert's out of town, so I could use someone else to talk to. Not that Bert talks that much. How about it? Tomorrow evening?
Sure, let's do it. But you better make sure that fire pit is working.
Perfect. I'll bring all the gear, but feel free to bring some booze. Hey, did you have a nice Christmas, by the way?
Yeah, sure. A nice day off, great food. Hard to complain about that.
Can't agree more. Anyways, I won't hold you up any longer. I need to assemble this baby. See you tomorrow, Thomas. I'll come pick you up.
Quindi in teoria adesso abbiamo il fine settimana con le cose da fare, oltre che a consegnare posta e pacchi. Allora, quindi facciamo di qua e andiamo a destra. Sì, ritorniamo sulla strada di prima. Piano piano. Ok. Gira, gira. Aspetta, aspetta, aspetta. Oh, ok, ok. Ok, allora, girare qua a destra, se vedo la strada che qua.
These cabins must be so cozy
Ah, no.
in the wintertime. Or cold.
Stavo leggendo.
Probably freezing cold.
È di qua. Allora, aspetta, fammi fare inversione qua perché sennò non si esce più. Ok, via. Ops, sbagliato. Corri, Thomas! Corri! No, aspetta, c'è... Ah, non è un pacco, vai, vai, vai. Ma qua dove cazzo? No, non mi dire che stava di là. No, sta qua. No, dov'è la buca delle lettere in questo posto? Ah, eccola. Aspetta, guarda, dove cacchio è.
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's.
Andiamo da qui, presto! Ok. Ok, quindi torniamo indietro e andiamo qua. Poi abbiamo finito per oggi. Ok. Ultimo pacco. Ah, è al motel qua. Gira, gira. Giro troppo poco.
Whoa, looks like you're having some car trouble.
Yeah, just a second, my good man. Gabriel, can you figure out what's wrong with this blasted vehicle? Give me some good news here.
I mean, I'm not really a car mechanic, Mr. Price. but I know the smoke isn't a good sign.
No duh, Einstein. Say, hey, Mr. Mailman, what's your story?
Che senso?
Just here to deliver a package, sir.
Oh, is it for me? And by any chance, would there be a fully functional car in that package?
No, sorry. It's for the motel.
Well, then what do I care? What's taking Ilsa so damn long? Gabe, if you don't know what you're doing, then why on God's green earth are you fiddling around with that engine?
Just thought I'd pop up in the hood, Mr. Price. What with the smoke and all? It needs to vent.
Needs to vent, huh? Never have I felt more like a busted car engine. God! I'm dying in this podunk country-ass town. Bunch of freaking yokels.
So, hey there. I see you've already had the privilege of the full Connor Price experience.
I guess that car engine isn't the only thing that needs to blow off steam.
Yeah, Connor can be a bit much. Anyway, I'm Ilsa Richter, local TV segment producer turned car problem solver. And that sporting young man over there is Gabriel Serrano, local TV sound guy turned amateur mechanic. Emphasis on amateur.
Hey, I never claimed to know anything about cars. Just because I used to be a studio tech, Mr. Price put me on engine duty. Anyway, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you. I'm Thomas Weiss. Local mail carrier turned local TV reporter's punching bag?
Well, what I came to tell that local TV reporter turned mailbag puncher, I called a garage a couple miles down the road. They're on their way right now.
That's great, Ilsa. You're an even better car problem solver than you are a segment producer.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Gabe.
That must be Ben Young. You're in capable hands. He'll have you fixed up in no time.
God, I hope so. We need to get to Melville, and we're already way behind schedule.
Hey, Mr. Mailman. Come in here for a second, please.
Excuse me. Duty apparently calls. Happy travels.
Mamma mia, questo.
Sounds like there's an emergency.
Uh-huh. Hey, I'm new here. All of a sudden I have to check in 3 people at once who want their own rooms. Separate but close to one another, all equipped with TV VCRs. And, well, long story short, I need to reach Emily Weiss, stat. I'm guessing the local post guy would know where to reach her.
Madonna questa.
Emily's off today, but I'm sure a smart guy like you will figure things out in no time.
Oh, thank you ever so much for nothing. God, where am I supposed to see whether room 2 has a VCR installed?
I'll just leave the parcel here on the counter. Bye.
Mamma mia, questo.
They're already gone. Mighty fast towing there, Ben.
Già non mi piaceva nel gioco Classic. E non mi piace neanche il DLC. Proprio odioso. Hanno fatto bene come character, diciamo. Allora, mappa. Vabbè, giro di qua, che credo alla fine sia la stessa distanza. Torniamo all'ufficio postale. Aiuto. No, che bello. No, si vede pure l'ombra. Ah, che forte. Se incontriamo la volpina anche questa volta. No. Gira! È troppo larga. Eccola! Dall'altro lato della strada. Ok, allora, quindi alla prossima a destra, piano. Ok.
Hey, if it isn't Connor Price.
Oh, that's him, huh? He's taller than he looks on TV.
Let's hope he's in a better mood now. He was really quite rude to me earlier.
Wow, sounds like a real jerk.
Hello, Mr. Price. Still fuming, I see.
Well, hey there. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I guess smoking is a slightly healthier way to blow off steam. Especially since we've had a bit of change of plans. Oh, hi, ma'am. I don't think we've met. Connor Price, KNW6.
Welcome to the Oregon Trail Motel, sir. Better get to work, honey. I'll see you tonight.
Okay, what's up with her? Christmas hangover?
No, it's just that I told her about our earlier meeting.
Oh, I see. Yeah, about that. Listen, I'm man enough to admit that it wasn't my finest hour. I'm usually a lot more easygoing. In fact, the Willamette Week once called me one of the most likable faces in local broadcasting.
That's quite all right. Water under the Bear Creek Bridge, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, when my car isn't breaking down during a tight shooting schedule, I'm a pretty swell guy. Believe me, that's the price guarantee.
So, has Ben Young managed to fix your van yet?
No, that's the change of plans I was referring to. Turns out we need some parts that the garage doesn't have in stock, so Young's having them shipped over ASAP. But in the meantime, we've decided to stay right here in lovely, picturesque, whatchamacallit, USA.
It's Providence Oaks, P.O. for short.
Yeah, well, to be honest, all these little villages look pretty much the same to me anyway. See, we're supposed to be shooting some remotes on local end-of-year festivities and such. A grand kickoff to our special series on small-town American life. And it doesn't really make much of a difference if we start here or in freaking Melville.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
A great little place, too. This town has warmth. I like warmth. And so do our viewers, I'm betting. So get ready for your town to be featured in part 1 of The Oregon Trail. Title pending. Might be a little too on the nose.
that is the same name as this motel. So I guess it isn't particularly original. My wife works here as a receptionist, but she's not the one who named it.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Real conversations with real Americans, right? But as fun as this is, I should be turning in. The three of us each got our own quaint little room. Mine's non-smoking, unfortunately. Still beats Gabriel's. His doesn't even have a TV. Can you believe it?
Well, I best be on my way.
Anyway, great banter. See you around, my main mailman.
Bye.
Ok. Ok.
The yo-yo started out as a weapon in the Philippines during the 16th century, before being introduced to the United States as a toy in 1929. It weighed 4 pounds and had a 20-foot cord. Australian rower Bobby Pierce won the 1928 Olympic Games against 8 other competitors, even though he stopped during the race to let ducks pass in front of him.
Incredibile. Andiamo a consegnare la posta. Allora, che giro possiamo fare? Possiamo andare in fondo, andare qui, poi fare un'inversione a U, fare così, tornare indietro e poi fare quest'altro. Ci sta. Mi piace. Mi piace questa strategia.
What a gloriously fine Friday it is out there, y'all. Want to hear a PO positive? You tuned into the right frequency.
PO positive or pet peeves?
Let's hear one from Mildred Meow Jenkins.
Hi, Jack. I would like to thank our own Robert Harris for all the snow he shoveled from my driveway this week. He even brought a fish snack for my cats. Say thank you to Robert now, my dears.
Way to go, Robert. Feel free to help clear out my driveway as well. It's only about a quarter of a mile. And it'll probably need shoveling because more snow's coming. But we're back to bright and sunny skies later today. Back to the music.
Ok. Qua siamo a 105 qualcosa. Vediamo un po'. Però questo sì. Tanto non c'è nessuno sicuro.
They must be out of town for the holidays.
Sì. Ok, inversione a U. E torniamo indietro. Ah, no, più avanti. Allora, dovrebbe essere questo? Credo. Sì. Oh, c'è un pupazzo di macchie lì, che carino! Che carino! Allora, inversione a U. Questa strada chiusa. Sbagliato, dovevo premere non Q. Ok. Credo sia questo. Sì.
There we go.
Poi torniamo indietro qua. Ah, qua c'era un pacco. Non l'avevo visto. Non l'avevo visto. Allora, un pacco sarà qui. Main Street. Qua.
Hi, Beth. Got a delivery for you. Where do you want it?
Oh, dear Thomas. I almost didn't see you come in there. I was lost in thought, I suppose. Please just put it on the counter, if you will. Thank you. And thank you again for a lovely Christmas dinner. I had a marvelous time with you all.
We loved having you over, Beth, as always. Emily and I had a great time. But about that news of yours.
I was afraid it would perhaps put a dampener on the evening, but I was happy we could celebrate together nonetheless.
It was quite a shock for both Emily and myself, to be honest. We've known each other for so long. We're practically part of each other's furniture.
Let me guess. I'd be your bookshelf.
Yes, and we'd be your mailbox. Or I would be, I suppose.
Oh, but I will miss you two. As Helen Keller once wrote, so long as the memory of certain beloved friends lives in my heart, I shall say that life is good.
We'll miss you too, Beth.
So, haven't you ever thought of moving closer to Meredith over all these years? She is living quite a ways away,
Ha
right?
senso questa cosa.
Thought about it? Yes. Your news has put things into perspective, I suppose. But leaving here would sure be a big step. Maybe too big, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Meredith will even make it out here one day.
Spoiler.
And there's always the phone, of course.
And don't forget the postal service.
Quite right you are.
Well, I won't keep you any longer, Thomas. I need to sort through this new delivery you've just brought in. And believe you me, that's going to take me a while.
Maybe it's time for some new glasses.
Huh. Until next time, my friend.
Up and at 'em. See you, Beth.
Let's go. E non ti incastrare nello scalino, grazie. Mappa, dove dobbiamo andare? Ah, ok, questa parte è qua. Quindi dritto e alla prossima a sinistra, credo. Sì. Ah no! Ok. Sono tutte lettere, quindi super facile.
Fancy handwriting on this one.
Hai già detto, Thomas. Di qualcos'altro, please. Ok, prossimo. Che dovrebbe essere questa, credo. Penso di sì, dai. Ok, da qui dove dobbiamo andare? Abbiamo 2 di qua e 2 di qua. Oh, farei prima queste forse e poi torno indietro. Gira. Ok. Ok, non ho questa. Gira. Vabbè, però se non giri non è mica colpa mia. Ho sbagliato di nuovo. Allora, Vintage Street. Credo sia Street. No. Sì.
A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
Sarà qualcuno in casa? Sì o no? Sì o no? Sì o no? No, secondo me.
Nobody's home.
Come al solito. Ah, non è questa qua più avanti, allora ok.
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's
Sì, a meno che non siano fatture. Ci ha detto anche questo. La volpe abita qua vicino, se. Ah, no, è su. Allora, aspetta. Aspetta, ho sbagliato. No, il negozio qua che dicono le torte. No. No, niente torte, please. Lake Road. Un po'. Ecco qua.
Okay, let's get this to its
Andiamo.
Okay, so we still need to check Spanner Dam for the mood shots. According to this, it offers damn fine views. So.
Hey, Mr. Mailman. Come on over. Talk to us for a sec.
Gabe, we don't have time for idle chit-chat.
Help us out, Ilsa. No one knows the town like a mailman. Right, Mr. Weiss?
Hey, Mr. Serrano, Miss Richter.
Please, call us Gabe and Ilsa.
He can call you Gabe and Ilsa. I prefer Miss Segment Producer Extraordinaire.
And you can can call me PO's premier parcel provider. Thomas for short.
Anyway, we're scouting out this beautiful town of yours for our report on small town America. It's great, but we could use the inside track. So, any secret spots we're bound to miss, but shouldn't?
Well... the watchtower up at Eagle Peak. You can take in the view among the treetops.
But make sure you watch out for those creaky steps.
Oh, hey, Maureen.
Now, here's your coffee, folks. Sorry for the delay. Faucet's been acting up again, which should have been fixed yesterday.
Oh, you want me to check on it, Miss Hennessy?
Oh, now look at you. My knight in woolen armor.
Armatura di lana.
I can take a look.
Well, isn't that nice of you? Back of the kitchen, honey. Ashley, someone who does know what he's doing is coming in. Show him where the busted faucet is. And stay out of his way. Ashley's a sweetheart, but when it comes to fixing things, that boy is all thumbs.
See, this is what the segment should be. Interacting with the townsfolk, helping out. I love it.
Does he actually know anything about faucets?
Yeah, you're in good hands, Maureen. Gabriel may look and act like a naive little pup, but he can fix anything. Well, except for our van. But other than that...
Oh, is that a fact? Well, in that case, I can think of a few more things he could fix around here.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah.
We'll just pretend we didn't hear that, right?
Let me just go check him out. Check on him, I mean.
Paura.
So, anyway...
No, chi è torto i mirtilli? Non voglio sapere niente.
Wait. You had the Connor Price experience the other day. Have you recovered yet?
I actually encountered him outside the motel yesterday evening. Still fuming, albeit literally, with a cigarette.
Really? Oh, did he greet you with, "Good to see you, man"?
Yes. How did you know?
That's his go-to when he's forgotten your name. It's "Good to see you, man" for guys and "Hey, lady" for gals.
Really?
Wouldn't worry about it, though. He called me Lisa for the better part of a year. Connor's a lot. But I guess after this week, I can update my resume with not just segment producer and car problem solver, but also Connor Price wrangler.
Gabriel seems very nice, though. That should make things easier.
Oh, yeah. He's a big old puppy dog. He's as uncomplicated as Connor is complicated, so that's a welcome antidote.
Well now, sounds like someone is getting a little warm under the collar for our Gabriel. Just between you and me, honey, I have a hunch that feeling is more than mutual.
Maureen, is the faucet fixed yet?
Abbiamo un
All
discorso.
I know is, I just spent 5 minutes with our knight in the kitchen, and during that time, he mentioned Ilsa about 12
Ah.
times.
Really? Well,
Faucet's all better now, Mo.
Qua c'ho qualcosa.
We should be hitting the road right about now.
right. Thanks, Maureen. Nice talking to you, Thomas.
Bye now, folks. Be sure to check in again soon, you hear? Huh, these TV folks sure know how to liven things up, don't they?
Indeed, Maureen. You haven't even met the main event, Connor Price.
Oh, that reminds me. You know about my little New Year's Eve shindig, right? I'm counting on you and Emily. We'll party like it's 1986. Because it will be.
I can't promise we'll make it, but we'll try. Best get back to it. See you, Mo.
Bye now.
Andare esso. Che c'era scritto? Vabbè, andiamo via. Questa offre torte mirtilli come se non ci fosse un domani. Via, via, via. Allora, quindi per lasciare il pacco lì tocca salire di qua. Quindi intanto facciamo inversione. Dovrei prendere questa strada. Ok. E poi girare per questa stradina qua, sì. Credo, non ho ben capito dove sia casa qua. Ah, eccola. Ok, ok. Facciamo l'ultimo.
Part and parcel.
Scendere di qua, sì. Ah, ok, questa è la stradina, va bene. Ah, ma qua abita coso, Frank. Non lo so.
Ah, look who's here.
Hey, Thomas. Yeah, I needed to take care of some stuff.
Madonna.
Hardly any customers at the post office anyway.
I don't know, Frank. What if there's someone who needs to send something urgent?
If it's really urgent, I'll drive it over to the distribution center myself. They know they can count on me.
Can't say that you're wrong there, Frank.
That big sucker you're carrying is for me, huh? Right on time. It's all coming together.
Lo fa esplodere qualcosa.
You can keep a little secret, right?
Well, I've always tried and rarely failed.
I'll take the chance. It's not a big deal in any case. A buddy of mine was able to get his hands on some premium quality fireworks. I'm selling them with a nice profit. And anything I can't sell, well, let's just say you want to be outside Moe's Diner when the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve.
Frank, that sounds illegal and
In
dangerous.
effetti sì.
I'm going to leave now and pretend we never had this conversation.
Okay, Thomas, fair enough. See you at the office. And I hope you still enjoy the show.
Si vuole mettere sempre nei guai. Vabbè. Corri, Thomas, corri! Faccio un po' di discesa qua, magari qua più veloce. Ok, quindi torniamo a casetta ufficio postale. La prossima Per questo. Gira. Gira. Signora, marciapiede, per favore. Stavo andando là, Pronto?
I'll get it.
Pronto?
Hello?
Very good evening. Am I talking to Mrs. Emily Weiss?
Yes, sir, that would be me.
Ah, fantastic. It's a pleasure to talk to you. My name is Christian Carmichael, and I represent Fly into Florida.
Oh, hi there.
I have great news for you, Mrs. Weiss. It's been a while, but, do you perhaps remember entering into our Fly into Florida sweepstakes?
Now that you mention it, I think so. Yeah. Was that the one on the back of the juice carton?
That's the one. And I am more than happy to tell you that you are the winner of the grand prize.
The grand prize? Wow, fantastic. I'm afraid I've forgotten what it was. Could you refresh my memory a little bit?
No problem, Mrs. Weiss. You have won a 2-week trip to Florida for 2.
Florida? Really? I won? I have never won anything in my life. Hold on, I need to tell my husband. Honey, we won! I'm talking to a gentleman from Fly into Florida. And he says we've won a 2-week holiday for 2.
Io avrei detto questo, però considerando che giocando il gioco principale prima, so che loro partono per un viaggio ed effettivamente era qualcosa che avevano vinto.
Get out of here, Florida. Wow.
Isn't it great? We're so happy. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You've got plenty of time to let it all sink in. Next, we'll be sending you an extra special envelope. It will contain a confirmation letter, airline tickets, hotel tickets, and I totally forgot to say this earlier, a $500 check covering any additional expenses.
Oh, wow. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it most definitely is, Mrs. Weiss. And we'll be making sure you both have the time of your life. There's one thing I must stress. The dates can't be altered. So if you have plans for the first 2 weeks of September, this would be a great moment to change them. And I hope this answers all of your questions for now. Congratulations on winning. And we look forward to seeing you fly into Florida.
Thank you.
Bye.
I think I need to sit down for a moment. Florida.
Oh, that's Robert. Sorry, honey. I can't celebrate with you right now. But I'll make it up to you tomorrow night at Moe's.
I will hold you to that. Have fun on the ice, hon. And when you start to freeze out there, just think of sunny Florida.
Madonna, in mezzo al nulla proprio.
Drilling a hole, getting that fire pit going. Ice fishing's a lot of work. And it's cold, but we're fishing all right.
Are you sure that the fire won't melt the ice? I didn't bring my swim trunks.
Don't worry, Thomas. He travels mostly upwards. And hopefully also in our direction. Man, it's nice out here. This setting could use a guitar.
Wouldn't that scare the fish away? Especially if you start singing.
Thank you, Thomas. Your honest feedback is much appreciated. Hey, What was Emily going on about when I picked you up? You guys are going to Florida?
Yeah. Apparently, we won a 2-week trip.
Wow, congrats. Not that Florida's my cup of tea, if I'm honest.
Oh, you'd rather stay in good old P.O., huh?
Yep. I'm perfectly happy with what I've got right here.
P.O. is great, but is it also a good place to meet someone?
I know what you're hitting at. The answer's no, of course. But maybe this is what I need right now.
Yeah, just give it a little time. Or a lot. Nothing wrong with that.
Wouldn't it be ideal if Mrs. Wright dropped by my house one day?
Wouldn't it also be ideal if we caught the winning lottery ticket from this here frozen lake?
Let's drink to that. Would be a shame if Emily filled that flask of yours for nothing.
Take it easy, designated driver.
One sip won't hurt, sir. Cheers. Now let's catch a fish and get the hell out of here.
Carina questa cosa. 28 dicembre.
Do you have a minute?
Sure, Frank. What's up?
Listen, I just got a heads up from one of my buddies at HQ. He said Walter Morgan left for P.O. with tires screeching. I need to lay low for a while. If you see him, you haven't seen me, okay?
Gotcha, Frank. Don't worry about him.
Holy crap! Morgan's on the premises! I'm not here.
Sparito.
Good morning, Mr. Weiss.
Buon Morgan, signor. No, vabbè.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan.
I'm looking for Frank. Could you tell me where he is, please?
Frank? Frank Coleman? Haven't seen him here.
And where is he, if he's not here?
He's probably out delivering. Could be anywhere.
I guess I'll have to be patient then. We've received a report that a man with a mustache dressed in a light blue shirt was offering illegal fireworks to people in a post office parking lot.
Ma pensa questo si mette il parcheggio dell'ufficio postale.
Then that's strike 3 for Mr. Coleman.
Aia.
Please tell him I'm looking for him. Have a good day.
Is he gone?
Yes, Frank.
Holy crap, that was a close call. Thanks so much, Thomas. I guess Frank Coleman's going into hiding for a while.
No, se è il terzo richiamo è molto probabile che lo caccino, secondo me. Quindi.
That sounds like a good idea, Frank.
See you Sunday evening. I guess we'll have to play poker with the curtains closed.
Andiamo a consegnare un sacco di... Ma questa c'è sempre stata? Boh, vabbè. Andiamo a consegnare un sacco di lettere. Che poi tra le altre è il nostro penultimo giorno.
Happy Saturday, everyone. Get ready for a pet peeve from...
Scusa. Devo capire la strada. Ma dov'è sta cosa?
P.O. positive or pet peeves?
Jack, I've been watching that TV series everyone's been raving about. What's it called? A Hamburger with Fries? I expected a charming sitcom like Bon Appetit, but instead got treated to a lousy mix of mediocre puns and gratuitous violence. If this is where TV shows are heading, then I'm heading the other way.
Oh, boy. Well, I'll bet you'll have the road all to yourself, Joseph. On to the weather. We're starting the day sunny, but we'll have lots of snow for you folks later on. Enough talking. Here are some tunes.
Ok, quindi un pacco era un circle. Ecco.
A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
E questa casa, forse. Tanto sicuro non c'è nessuno. Classico.
Be out of town for the holidays.
Sì, sì, sì. L'altro forse è questo. No. Non riesco. Pacchi 107. Ah, più avanti, vabbè, prendo il camici. Oh.
There we go.
Allora. Andiamo dritti, giriamo di qua e poi torniamo in... No. No, vado dritto di qua e poi torno indietro. Va bene.
Fancy handwriting on this one. Another satisfied customer.
Vabbè, direi di tornare indietro di qua a questo punto. Inversione. Troppi giri. Però i segni delle ruote rimangono sulla neve, i passi non rimangono, peccato però. Allora, dovrebbe essere questo. Yes. Ok, Main Street. Cosa qua? Ah, no? Non... Ah, sì.
Ah, there you are. Could you bring this box over to the diner? And if they ask, there's no discount.
I'm sorry, no. Parcels need to go through the post office first.
Oh well, then don't. I couldn't care less about that party.
Oh, wait. It's for the New Year's Eve party? All right, I'll do it.
Thanks. And remember, no discount.
That's not my business. Just going to drop off the box.
Ok, quindi però che... Ok, sta lì. Allora, quindi sono questi due e poi questo. Vabbè, vado prima di qua e poi vado da quest'altra parte.
There we go.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow. And the late summer sky is like a giant ember.
No, Lake Road. Ah, ah no, 300. Ok.
Yet another heavy package for you, Ben.
Let me take that off your hands, Thomas. You know, I feel guilty enough as it is. Having you lug around those car parts week in and week out.
That's the job, Ben. Neither snow nor rain nor heavy packages
Stay these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. I'm serious, though. If you don't mind me saying, you're getting up there. Ever think of hanging up the old coat and bag?
Non so che rispondere.
Not until recently, but recently? Yeah.
Good for you. Think about it some more would be my advice. Son of a gun. It's the engine parts for the news van. Didn't expect them to come in so soon.
I'd better leave you to it then.
Yep. With any luck, that thing will be up and running before the end of the day.
Godspeed, my friend.
And the same to you, old timer.
Ma perché vedere che vecchietto? Ma io non lo so. Boh, vabbè. Allora andiamo di qua. Andiamo a consegnare il pacco. Negozio.
Okay, let's get this to its destination.
Andiamo, Thomas.
Hi, Thomas. Oh, please tell me that's a big box full of snacks from the general store?
This is a big box full of snacks from the general store. But without a discount on what's inside.
No discount? Is Nancy Carlisle really trying to charge me full price for snacks that are about to go past their expiration dates?
I'm just here to deliver the box, Maureen.
She'd better give me that discount. But I wouldn't put it past her to charge full price for snacks she'd otherwise have to throw out in a few weeks anyway. That heartless creature.
Maureen, easy now. She just drives a hard bargain.
Pardon my French, Thomas, but she always manages to
Gangheri.
drive me up a wall. I'll stop bothering you now. I'll think of something, don't you worry.
Fuori dai gangheri, mamma mia. Nell'85 si usava spesso. Non lo so. Torniamo all'ufficio postale. Andiamo. Gira, gira, gira. Ok. Gira, gira.
Hello, Thomas.
Beth, what on earth are you doing out here? It's freezing.
So it is. I just saw you pull up and I have a request, so I thought I'd quickly pop out here.
You'll catch something. Please go back inside. We'll take care of it Monday. Don't you worry.
Okay, I suppose. I was hoping to send this today, but there was this unfamiliar character sitting at the counter in the post office when I looked. But I'll take it to Frank next week. I'll head back in now. It's getting cold. Bye now.
Sure. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Chissà perché questa parte non l'hanno tradotta. Bah, vabbè.
Hello? Hi, Meredith. It's us. Your dad is standing right next to me.
Hiya.
Hi. Shouldn't you two be at Moe's right now?
Yeah, we're about to jump in the car, but we wanted to share some exciting news with you. Oh, first things first, though. How was your Christmas?
Well, I worked. And Tess and I made a Christmas meal you probably won't ever find in a cookbook. But we had a lovely evening. Thanks, Mom. Can I get the exciting news now, please?
Okay, so your dad and I will fly into Florida this September. I won a sweepstakes.
Get out of here. Wow, that's so awesome, Mom. Florida in September. Beats the PO weather, huh?
Oh, sure does.
Dad, are you excited as well?
I sure am.
Aren't you worried about flying there? Last time you came to visit, it took a few hours for that green tinge to leave your face.
Oh, Meredith, don't make it worse than it was.
Fine, fine. Maybe he just boozed too much on the plane. Have you checked if the flight includes free cocktails? Best bring your flask, Dad, just in case.
If you were here for Christmas, you might have gotten one from Santa.
Oh, well. I may not have been there, but at least my boss called to interrupt your dinner. Sorry about that, by the way. Rest assured he was appropriately ashamed.
We all make mistakes, Meredith. Some of us just more than others.
I can't disagree there. Oh, hey, you two shouldn't keep Maureen waiting.
You're right about that. Your dad will go and get the car warmed up, right, honey?
That's my cue. Bye, Em. Take care.
Bye. Have fun tonight.
Thanks for getting the car all toasty for us, honey.
You're very welcome, dear. It's my pleasure.
We've been doing this for decades now, and I've never stopped looking forward to spending my Saturday evening here with you.
Che carini.
I'm a lucky man to
carini.
have you.
Good evening, you two.
Donna, che carini. Che è successo alla telecamera?
Should I just write down pancakes for lovely Emily and a T-bone steak for Big Thomas here?
Oh, Maureen, your intuition never ceases to amaze me. It sure is pancake time for me again.
Big Thomas would very much like that, Maureen. Thanks.
You got it. Be right back, folks. Ashley, it's pancake time! And get the steaks out!
This will never get old. But Beth making surprise plans and this Florida trip landing in our lap got me thinking a little bit. If we're getting close to being able to do whatever we feel like doing, does that mean we should stay in PO forever?
Florida sure sounds like a nice place. Lots of fishing, no ice.
The warmth is the main selling point for me, I must admit. And it's not like your arthritis will stop acting up in weather like this.
I am looking forward to that Florida trip the more I think about it. It's a perfect opportunity to test the waters.
Oh, wasn't it nice the way Meredith reacted to the news? Although I'm sure she's a little envious.
Yeah. When's the last time she had a few days off and left the big smoke?
Okay, folks, while Ashley's busy in the kitchen, it's time to fill Mo in on a few details. A little birdie told me you two were...
Madonna, se girano le notizie, che è?
Maureen, I was planning on telling you and the girls all about it tomorrow evening. But I'm sure you've also heard it's Florida in September.
Florida in September. Oh, imagine that. Oh, I'm so happy for you two.
Thanks, Maureen. You know even more about the goings-on in PO than the mailman.
Not by choice, mind you. I can't help the people want to get things off their chest every now and then.
And I'm sure you don't mind carrying the heavy burden one bit.
Don't mind it at all. I also heard a few other things, and I don't want to worry you, but I heard that a certain Walter Morgan will probably not be very lenient with holiday requests from the postal office employees.
Would he really get in the way of our Florida trip?
If Walter Morgan gets in the way of that, I'll get in his way.
I don't think I'm supposed to actually run a bar, but sure, all right.
Oh, that means dinner's almost ready. Be right back, folks.
See, things like this, they bother me sometimes. Maureen's a sweetheart, but it's almost impossible to have a private life here.
That sure is true. would be nice to walk around somewhere without everyone calling you mailman.
That's a good thing about working at the motel. Most of the people I'll never see again. Oh, Maureen's heading this way again. Let's just enjoy our lovely dinner together, shall we?
We shall. Have I already told you that you look wonderful tonight?
Look alive, folks. 2 plates of the good stuff.
Domenica non dovrebbe girare il postino. Ah, questa volta è tradotto, è tradotto.
Oh, Thomas, my dear, sweet husband.
I know that tone. You've got a chore for me, don't you, Em?
Yes, I'm sorry to ask this of you on your Sunday off, but...
Okay, Em, what needs doing?
The motel called, and, well, the TV crew would very much like to rent some movies from the Flick Shack today. But I couldn't just let poor little Angie ferry them over in this weather, so...
So you promise them I'd do it?
Bingo! Would you, dear? Pretty please.
Pretty please, perché ha detto pretty please, allora va bene.
Of course, Em. You've been so busy.
Pretty please.
It'll be my pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much, darling. Tell you what, I'll make some extra tasty snacks for your poker night tonight. How's that?
It's a deal.
Quindi devo prendere il
Thomas
furgoncino.
Weiss says I live and breathe. What in tarnation are you doing out and about in the mail truck on a Sunday?
The goose needed to stretch its legs. Or wings. The goose is the mail truck, by the way. Lori Young named it that.
No, but seriously, you've come to pick up some movies for the KNW6 crew, right?
Oh, what gave it away?
Your wife called ahead.
Dai, no.
Happy to do it for Emily. And for you. And for the TV crew. Parts of it, anyway.
Parte di essa.
But first things first. So, what's the hot gossip on these
Allora, come è scritto?
There's Gabriel Serrano. He's the sound guy.
Serrano.
Maureen seems to think he has a
Un po'
crush
di
on
gossip.
Richter.
Yeah, that may well be mutual. What about the rest?
Ilsa Richter is their producer. Competent, sarcastic. She kind of reminds me of my daughter.
Well, then I'd like to meet your daughter someday. Because Ilsa I've met. Came into the store yesterday asking about PO and whether I liked it here. Cute as a button, that one. And only in town for a couple days. Perfect for a girl on the rebound. Shame she's into men. One in particular.
Really? Which one?
The way her eyes lit up when she mentioned that colleague of hers, Gabriel. Trust me, a girl knows. So anyway, let's get down to brass tacks. According to Emily, our intrepid reporters have 2 rooms equipped with VCRs between them. One for Connor Price, KNW6, and one for Ilsa Richter.
Great. I know what we should get for Connor. All the President's Men. That should give him some inspiration.
Great idea. But Connor's already made his pick. Octopussy. It says it's James Bond's all-time high. I guess they forgot about that time he went to the moon.
Fine by me. And what did Ilsa choose?
That's where we come in. See, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with her colleague, Gabriel. Thomas, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with Gabriel.
We can play matchmaker by picking something romantic. Got it.
Exactly. Guide Cupid's arrows, so to speak. After all, 'tis the season.
I'd say Valentine's Day would be the season, but point taken.
You and Emily are regular customers, so you know what I have available. So, which film will it be?
Una poltrona per due, madonna, odiosa quel film. No, allora questo.
Let's go with Love Story. Or is that too on the nose?
It's perfect, and we won't risk being too subtle. It has love right there in the title.
Great. Love Story it is.
The dynamic duo of stupid Cupid strikes again. Although I suppose this is our first strike. Anyway, here's hoping that this is the start of a beautiful love story.
I have a good feeling about this. Anyway, I'd best be on my way, getting these to the motel.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Thomas. My car, much like myself, is not built for snow. Say hi to Emily.
Will do. Bye, Angie.
Ah, com'è bello parcheggiato anche un C. Ok, quindi dove dobbiamo andare? Dall'altra parte del mondo. Qual è il lato più vicino? Forse questo. Sembra che qua ci sia meno strada. Ops. Ops. Qua con la scusa della troupe televisiva allungano la storia. Polpettina! Comunque sì, 2 ore più o meno. 2 ore e mezzo. Anche perché questo è il penultimo giorno. No, domenica, è l'ultimo giorno questo. Tira larga. Bene. Abbiamo perso un po' di velocità. Credo, come ho detto anche l'altra volta quando ho giocato a Lake, questo è un gioco molto rilassante, proprio fa passare il tempo così, guidando, vedendo i posti bellissimi, in questo caso coperti dalla neve, quindi è molto carino, molto relax questo gioco. Gira. Dovrebbe esserci un'entrata tipo di qua. Gira, gira, gira. Ok. Ah no, devo prendere un pacco? Non ho idea. Ah no.
Special delivery. I need the room numbers for Price and Richter.
Just drop them off at number 6. That's Richter. She'll take care of it. Thank you.
Yes, don't get up now. I'll take care of it.
Mamma mia, quanto mi sta sul sto tizio. Ok, numero 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 e 6, 7.
Movie delivery for car problem solver Ilsa Richter.
Yes?
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Price. I thought this was Ilsa's room.
No, that's room 9, but think nothing of it, my guy. Ooh, you got me my Bond movie.
Absolutely. The spy action thriller you asked for.
Love it. You know, Moore's an even better 007 than Connery. He just oozes that classy British wit. Thank you so much. Dun, 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 ta-da!
Ok, quindi devo andare al 9. Cioè, pure false informazioni da sto tizio, ma io non lo so, guarda.
Here's hoping this is Ilsa Richter's room.
Yay! Good to see you, Thomas. So, what movie did you and Angie pick for me and Gabe?
Here you go.
Love story. Haven't seen this one. What's it about? Tennis?
No, actually, it's about...
I'm joking. I'm sure it's a story about love of some kind. Let me guess, this was Angie's pick.
Well, let's just say it was a group effort.
Okay, well, color me curious. Hope it's age appropriate for big old puppy dogs. Oh, speaking of, on your way out, could you give a quick knock on Gabe's door, just so he'll know it's movie time? It's room number 2.
Will do.
Great. See ya.
Posto del postino siamo diventati bussatori di porte, io non lo so. Mamma mia. Poi che dovevo tornare di qua, perché le scale stanno di qua, inevitabilmente.
Gabriel Serrano, the lady in room number 9 humbly requests your presence for an evening of home cinema.
Thanks, Thomas. I'll be right over.
My work here is done.
Yeah! Dai che dobbiamo andare a giocare a poker con gli amici. Ah, va arrivato tu. Va, bravo, fantastico.
Okay, Ben. Question for you. Do you have that ace or not?
Quell'asso no.
You don't have to say yes or no. Just say anything. All I need to hear is one word from you to know if you're bluffing. Nothing? Not even a twitch or a blink? All right, I'll do the talking. I'm all in.
Call.
And he just instantly calls me. Great. I don't even need to see your hand. Well played, sir.
Thanks, Jack. You got unlucky there.
I don't know. I just don't have the patience for poker. You know, reading a poker book ain't gonna change that. Hey, Thomas? Why are the curtains closed, by the way? Last time I checked, home games are legal.
It's probably better if Frank answers that question.
I sure can. Walter Morgan's on my tail. Someone snitched on me, and now I need to lay low until I have a good enough alibi.
Morgan again? What'd you do, Frank? I hope you didn't put Lady's underwear in his briefcase again.
And please tell me you stopped putting dead rats in his exhaust.
The classics. No, I didn't prank him at all this time. He's just out to get me. All I did was sell fireworks to someone. He said something about that being my third strike. I might actually lose my job, fellas.
We won't let that happen, Frank. We'll think of something.
Thanks, Thomas. I've been racking my brain, but I can't come up with anything.
I'm guessing they don't have any photographic evidence. Pictures of you selling these fireworks?
Just that there's a guy fitting my description. What are you getting at?
I might have a little plan. But let's first play a few more hands. I'm down almost $30.
One sec, Jack. Frank, I'm curious. We know Walter Morgan has a few reasons to dislike you, but why do you dislike him?
I could tell you why, but it's not a pretty tale. And it better not leave this room, kitchen.
Sure, Frank.
My lips are sealed, for once.
You know I'm no snitch, Frank.
Thanks, boys.
Snitch.
All right, so this one time back in the summer of '69, it was before I started working in P.O. There were a couple of pesky stray dogs wandering around HQ. I say pesky, but they never really hurt anyone. Just got a little excited if you walked past them eating a sandwich or whatever. Can't blame them, huh? They were hungry, even though I fed them every now and then. Morgan found out, of course, and after one complaint too many, he took matters into his own hands, or should I say, feet. He lured a couple of them behind his car, and before I knew what was going on, it was too late. I heard a loud and gut-wrenching howl. I saw two dogs run away, and Smokey, my favorite one, limped after them. It's the last time I ever saw those sweet dogs. Then Walter Morgan looked me straight in the eye with a smug grin on his face, and he said, "This is how you do a proper job, Frank." I can still see that grin when I close my eyes.
Okay, that does it. Walter Morgan is now on my eternal shit list, and I'll make sure the rest of P.O. knows about it.
Poor Smokey. Dogs can survive a broken leg, right?
What a despicable human being. I can't believe he did that.
Well, he didn't. I was joking, of course. I don't really have a good reason for disliking Walter Morgan. That boring old pencil pusher just rubs me the wrong way.
Damn it, Frank, you had us good.
Okay, folks, ante up. Here we go again.
Psst, Thomas, over here.
Hey, Frank. What are you doing there?
I'm trying to stay out of sight. Looks like Morgan will be at the post office all day. Listen up. Jack and I cooked up a little plan. I'm sure Morgan will be gone soon. But I gotta get out of here now. You haven't seen me.
Ma aspetta, fermi tutti. Ah, c'è la festa dell'ultimo dell'anno. Dai, va bene. Tiriamo fino alla festa dell'ultimo dell'anno e poi credo non ci sia nient'altro.
Top of the Monday morning, P.O. We're starting this week with a...
No, vado verso su.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Hi, Jack. KNW6 TV crew's filming in P.O. yesterday with Connor Bryce. As a big fan, I just had to ask him for an autograph. He asked me for my name, but he kept calling me Linda.
Even after I corrected him twice. Isn't that just rude?
Well, that's a bit rude indeed, Linda. I mean, Lucinda, of course. Sorry about that. The weather prediction for today, bright but chilly. Enjoy your day and the music.
Ok. Dai, dai. Siamo oggi, domani. E poi andiamo in pensione.
Fancy handwriting on this one.
Ah. Dai, dai, Thomas. Dai, Thomas. Allora. Marciapiede. Pacco di qua. Boh, però qui credo. Ops, sbagliato. Tanto mi parte il clacson. Allora, vediamo se troviamo questo pacco. No. No, questo qui. Tanto non ci sarà nessuno. As usual. Come si suol dire. Allora. Beh, facciamo inversione qua e torniamo sulla strada principale. Facciamo queste altre due. Aspetta. Serve un po' di spazio per fare inversione. Oh, ok. Qua. Aspetta. Credo sia qui. Tanto sono due lettere.
McGill's got such a great price on this house when the Sugarmans moved away.
Andiamo col camioncino, va, sennò mette 30 anni a fare più passi. Dai.
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's.
Quindi da qui andiamo di qua, facciamo queste due e poi sì, torniamo indietro, non faccio tutto il giro, faccio quest'altro due. Dai, 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 dai Thomas, forza. Forza e coraggio. E velocità anche, oserei aggiungere. No. Ok. Allora, una qua sotto, qui. Gira, gira. Ok.
Okay, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
Okay, let's get this in one. I'm freezing my ass off. When Chekhov saw the long winter, he saw a winter bleak and dark and bereft of hope. Yet we know that winter is just another step in the cycle of life. In the summer months, this lake is bustling with activity. As the local fishermen cast their rods, the tourists plunk down hard-earned cash to rent a boat and spend a delightful sun-soaked day on the water. Not so during this particularly harsh winter, however. Now the watery heart of Providence Oaks finds itself completely frozen over. No, that won't do as an analogy, because now we're sort of implying that residents have grown cold-hearted during the winter. Doesn't work, doesn't scan.
Yeah, and what was with that Chekhov stuff?
I don't get it. Chekhov? Like from Star Trek?
All right. Let's try something else. Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. How's it going?
Cioè, l'ha cantato.
Oh, don't mind me. I wouldn't want to interrupt.
Hey, listen, how about I ask you a couple of questions on camera? Just simple stuff about the town.
I'd rather not. I'm a bit camera shy.
You'll be fine. You're a natural. Just move over here. Are we both in the shot?
Yeah, that's fine.
This'll be great. The lake as a backdrop. Perfect. Let's go. All right. This is...
His name is Thomas Weiss.
I knew that. Thomas and I go way back.
Conosciamo da molto, dei
As the
giorni.
local mailman for truly countless years, Thomas Weiss knows Providence Oaks like he knows the back of his own hand. So, Mr. Weiss, how would you characterize this small, cold town and its warm inhabitants?
That's easy, Connor. Whether you're new in town or have lived here for ages, what's clear is this. Providence Oaks cannot be summed up in a single soundbite. But one thing's for certain. When the low winter sun hits that shimmering water just right, you realize Providence Oaks is breathtaking. And wherever you are, or whatever you face, here, a goodbye never has to be a farewell.
And cut. That's so sweet, Thomas Weiss. Completely unusable, but sweet. I know I've got goosebumps.
Yeah, that went well, kind of. Now, let's scout out the establishing shots at the far end of the pier. Let's go, Connor.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Gabe, you can take 5. My advice would be to take those 5 in the van, to reduce the risk of any further ass freezing off incidents.
Noted. Thanks, Ilsa.
Ok, quindi abbiamo perso solo tempo. Grazie, troupe televisiva. Ah, però come frase carina. Stava. Dai, sì, è quello, non c'è bisogno di mettere gli occhiali, giusto, vai tranquillo. Fidati di me, disse qualcuno. Allora.
Mr. Weiss, Thomas, sir.
Hi, Gabriel. What's up?
Just that, well, we'll be ringing in the new year right here in Providence Oaks. So, my mom is shipping over my tuxedo. Can you make sure it arrives okay? She says she clearly marked the package Serrano Room 2.
Oh, of course. Mailman's promise. Was that all you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, there is something else I wanted to ask you about. I guess I'm curious. How did you, like, woo your wife?
It's pretty simple and cliched. She's my high school sweetheart. I took her to the fairy tale dance. We snuck off to smooch under the bleachers, and the rest is ancient history. But I'm guessing that doesn't help you with what you really want to know. You want to know if you have a shot with Ilsa.
Shh, keep it down! Don't mention her name. But yeah, I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. It's just, you seem like a wise man. I'd really appreciate your advice.
Well, okay then. My advice is to think about how things felt last night. Let that guide your decision. It might sound corny, but you can't go wrong following your heart.
Wow. And is that your definitive judgment?
Definitive judgment sounds a little heavy-handed, but basically, yeah.
All done. Hey, what are you two schmoozing about?
A mailman never tells.
Excellent. Now start the engine, Gabriel. We're rolling out pronto. Man alive, it's cold today.
On it, Mr. Price. Thanks, Thomas. You've been a huge help. So, take good care of that tux, yeah?
Will do. Bye, folks. Hi there, ladies.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Got a delivery for the diner, Kay?
Great. Not from the general store, I see?
You tell me. All the information I usually need is on the address label.
Oh well. Okay, so before I leave, we had this awesome girls' night yesterday thanks to Beth. It was hilarious. When I first saw where we were going, my brain went, oh my god. And when the guy showed us what we were going to do, my brain went, oh my god. And when we started, it was so yuck, but also so cool, you know? I've never done anything like that before, and I love that I got a chance to find out. But then again, I doubt that I will ever try it again.
Ah, yes, the girls' night. Well, whatever happens on girls' night and all that.
Well, it's not exactly a secret. We made haggis.
You made what-us?
I said haggis. It's a Scottish dish made from a sheep's liver, lungs, heart, and suet, all stuffed into a sheep's stomach. It's this fascinating traditional gourmet staple stemming from the 15th century. Would you believe? Poems have been written about it.
Ugh, that sounds disgusting. I'm glad we mostly had processed foods at poker night.
Well, I say, Thomas, don't be a Philistine.
It was so gross. I'll have nightmares about zombie sheep for weeks. Bleh. Okay, hate to leave you two, but I really have to sort out this delivery ASAP. Maureen will go bananas. Talk soon. Thanks again for the great evening, Beth.
Bye.
Bye, Kay. Well, now, I really should get back to the grind as well. Those New Year's price reductions aren't going to fix themselves.
Hold on, Beth. Quick word about Saturday?
Oh? What's on your mind?
It's about Saturday and the whole parcel situation.
I told you, I simply wanted to get that parcel out to Daniel as soon as possible, since we didn't get to exchange gifts over Christmas this year. It's nothing, really. Now, if that's all, I really need to get back to the bookstore.
I don't mean to pry. I just want to make sure everything's good.
What do you mean?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong?
Okay, you've got me. Can we sit down here for a bit? Heavens, I do feel a bit caught out. But I have to admit, it does warm my heart to know that I cannot fool my friends. Well, out with it, Beth. You see, it's my eyes, Thomas. I have glaucoma, which means my optic nerve is deteriorating. I found out a few months ago.
Oh my gosh, Beth. That's terrible.
Thank you. It was a bit of a shock at first. I haven't told Emily yet. Daniel knows. It's not that bad yet, but it's not getting any better either. The thing is, this kind of condition happens slowly. And I haven't been the fastest in getting it treated, but they can stabilize it. That's why I wasn't able to fix the parcel on my own last Saturday. And that's why I'm starting to miss a few details here and there when I'm in the store. Or asking for peas instead of beans at Christmas dinner with all of my friends of all places.
I had no idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
It's sweet of you, but there is no need to treat me any differently. I've been going about my business as usual, first and foremost, because the deterioration is so gradual. Until I couldn't really do the little things anymore. Things like reading small print are getting difficult, which was a painful thing to accept at first. Working in the bookstore is starting to give me more issues than I'd like. Getting older. It's a strange thing, isn't it? It's like that Robert Frost poem. The afternoon knows what the morning never suspected. Doesn't mean I wouldn't mind taking a little nap in between from time to time, though.
Is this why you're really leaving for Georgia? I mean, will you be able to take care of yourself in the long run?
It is a big part of why I'm leaving, yes. But at the same time, it isn't.
Beth, you're a great gal, but sometimes you're just a bit too cryptic for me.
What I'm trying to say is, when you really look at it, in the end, it's not all bad. You see, every limit is a beginning as well as an ending, as T.S. Eliot puts it. For me, there's really no use dwelling too much on that limit. I can't change it anymore at this point anyway. But I do have a choice in how to deal with it. Plus, Georgia has a lot to offer: museums, social clubs, and most importantly, my family. If you look at it like that, getting older may still feel like a cursed time, surely, but I also see each new year as a gift. An opportunity to start new adventures, explore, and have more fun. You can't take something like that for granted.
È la stessa cosa che stavo pensando anch'io, mi piace la mentalità di sta tizia.
I like that mindset.
I had a feeling you'd understand.
Hey, I'd make a pretty poor friend.
Guardate proprio il lato positivo di tutto.
Well,
Bello.
I guess I really should be going now. Thank you once again, Thomas. I do feel better now that it's out. You're a good friend.
No, thank you, Beth. Bye now.
Guarda come sta affrontando la cosa. Ok, quindi dobbiamo tornare indietro e consegnare due lettere. Allora, non lo so, essendo che domani è l'ultimo dell'anno, farà il postino oppure no. Un'idea. Intanto consegniamo queste due lettere, va. Che dovrebbero essere qua, forse? Sì.
Oh, Thomas! Hello there! Could you be a sweetheart and bring that over to me?
Of course.
Oh, careful now. Robert cleared most of the snow, but it's still a bit slippery. Thank you so
Mi ricordavo bene che lei era la tizia dei gatti. Forse quando ho giocato Lake lei non faceva niente, forse era in pensione. Boh.
Well, if it isn't... Mortimer, right?
Right you are, Thomas. You're Mortimer's favorite mailman.
That's nice. Hi, Mort.
Immer.
Mortimer.
So, what do you have for me today, Thomas?
Just a letter.
Let's see.
Vabbè, devo stare qua vicino che apre la busta, non ho capito.
This sounds interesting. Apparently, I need to make a few copies of this letter, and if you send this letter along with $5 to the first 6 people on this list, your name will be added to the bottom. Soon enough, your name will rise to the top. Then many people will send you $5. You will earn lots of money with one small investment. Oh, what a great idea!
Non credo.
What do you think, Mortimer?
Infatti.
Mildred, that's a classic chain letter scam. Don't fall for it. No one ever got rich off of one of those. Well, except for the post office.
Are you sure, Thomas? They make it sound so easy.
Trust me on this, Mildred. If you've seen one pyramid scheme, you've seen
$30 is quite a bit of money. I'll think about
No,
it.
Mildred, non lo
You do
fare.
that, Mildred. See you at Moe's tomorrow night?
Probably. Bye, dear.
Ah. Mannaggia di questa Mildred. Ok, vado avanti e poi giro alla prossima. Ecco qua. Allora, dovrebbe essere questa.
And that's the last one.
Yeah! E vai! Facciamo inversione qua e poi dritti all'ufficio postale. Mi sta facendo tardi. Mi ricordo se l'altro durava più di una settimana. Come questo, boh. Poi mi sta venendo il dubbio a questo punto. Dai, dai. Veloce, veloce. Previ su quell'acceleratore, Thomas. Vedi un attimo sul marciapiede.
Hey, Thomas, have you seen Jack?
Yep, yesterday night in my kitchen.
Yeah, okay, but I kinda need him now. I'm a sitting duck right now. I'm toast if Morgan suddenly shows up.
Don't worry, Morgan has probably left P.O. already.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sorry for interrupting your conversation. Mr. Coleman, I see you've managed to be present at the job position you're currently holding. I think it's time you and I had a little chat. Inside.
Aia.
Mr. Morgan, it's so good to see you again. A
Aia.
little chat sounds wonderful. But I'm afraid there's an extremely urgent parcel I have to deliver right now. So stay put, and I'll be back in about 30 minutes.
You can stay right here, Frank. I'm sure Mr. Weiss would be happy to deliver that package.
In realtà no, ho finito il mio giro proprio adesso.
Sure, Mr. Morgan. I just finished my round, so it's not a bother.
Excuse me, sir? Hi. Hello. I heard you were looking for a guy in a light blue shirt with a mustache to purchase illegal fireworks in the parking lot of the post office? Well, you found him.
Illegal fireworks? Who do you think I am?
Sir, you don't have to keep your guard up. Frank and Thomas here both know me very well, and I'm sure they won't tell a soul about what you're doing right now. So, what will it be? I've got rockets, Roman candles, fountains, sparklers. I even have barrages that'll give you a fireworks extravaganza that you won't ever forget.
I think there must be a misunderstanding here. Please, don't put Mr. Morgan in this position. If people walk by and see this, they might snitch on him and get him into trouble. He could even lose his job over this.
Yeah, why don't you go inside so you can do your dealings without all these prying eyes around?
I'll tell you what will happen now. I'm going to get in my car, start the engine, drive home, and pretend I did not just spend 3 days in Providence Oaks for absolutely nothing.
Sir, if you take a left at the deer statue, you'll eventually pass my barn, and I can fill your trunk there in just 1 minute. Do you have cash on hand?
Gentlemen, I'll be back next year. Frank Coleman, your luck will run out one day.
Aia.
I wouldn't bet on it. Tally ho, Morgan.
Is Morgan really going to believe Jack was the one offering fireworks? That mustache wasn't very convincing.
Doesn't matter. We turned up the heat on him and he chickened out.
Thanks, guys. I owe you one.
La smettesse però di fare ste cose, cioè, ma io non lo so. Ma io non lo so. Buongiorno, pronto? Buongiorno, pronto?
Hello?
Evening, Thomas. It's Maureen.
Oh, hi, Maureen. If you're looking for Emily, she's at the motel right now.
I was actually looking for you, Thomas. I don't know what to do.
Ancora.
Nancy situation. I get so worked up just thinking about
E
it.
non pensarci, signore, semplice.
Usually gets in the way of doing the right thing, you know. I need to talk to someone who's a bit more emotionally detached from the situation.
How can I help you, Maureen?
Simply put, I don't know if I should give in to that Nancy Carlisle and her overpriced snacks, or tell that woman to take a hike. But then we'll end up with a lackluster New Year's Eve party.
A party is about having a good time with people you like. Who cares if the snacks aren't great?
That's what I'd like to think as well. But I just don't like to disappoint people.
People should be glad you're throwing a party at all. They can leave if they don't like it.
I think you're on to something there, Thomas. I'm not yet totally sure what I'm gonna do, but at least my mind's at ease now.
Meno
Thanks
male.
for lending me your ear and advice. You're a doll.
You're welcome, Maureen. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Dai, presto. Abbiamo sta agenda. Domani e poi basta, giusto?
I hate to admit it, Klaus, but if it wasn't for you, I would have been a goner. Ha! You can't say that about the other guy. You betcha! You made a mess, man. Blood and guts everywhere. It's not the first time I've made Schweinbraten without cooking. Haha!
Madonna, tutto pieno, eh. Allora, ottimizzazione. Quello è l'importante. Ok, allora vorrei andare di qua, tornare indietro, fare così. Facciamo tipo così. Così. Sì, forse.
Good morning, P.O. I'm starting today with the weather forecast. It will be bright and beautiful. Which brings us to the last P.O. positive or pet peeve of the year. It's one from yours truly, who'd like to end 1985 on a positive note.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Allora, 108 Second Street, credo sia. Ok.
Part and parcel.
Dai, sì, tanto non c'è nessuno.
Nobody's home.
Ci metto una settimana se va a piedi, mamma mia. Dai, veloce! Ah, ma questa è quella. Forse è questa. No. Dai, sì, è quella, va, tranquillo.
There we go.
Everybody here's waiting for something. But I'll be on my way, I'll make it there by New Year's Eve. Stop dragging your heart around, baby. Stop letting the chances slip you by. Stop staying another day with me.
Fancy handwriting on this one.
Got myself a job well in Chicago.
Ah, facciamo un'inversione. Andiamo indietro di qua. Gira. Credo sia questo. Vai. Ok, qua c'è un pacco, qua c'è... Vabbè dai, faccio il giro così, poi torniamo indietro. Allora, un pacco Lake Road sufficiente. Dai.
Thomas, it's good to see you. Thanks again for the little chat we had yesterday evening.
Don't mention it, Maureen. Was glad to help.
I think I've made the right decision. But I guess some situations don't have a perfect solution. You'll find out tonight, Thomas. We'll have a grand old time regardless.
Beh. Dai, forza Thomas, via, presto! La lettera almeno taglio. Arrivo prima. No, questi qua perché non fermatevi, prego. Via via via. No!
Oh, hey, Thomas. We're going to do a little interview, but you're welcome to listen in. Mr. Price, you know Thomas Weiss, don't you?
Sure do. You're resident mailman, am I right? Good to see you, man.
Hi, guys. Don't mind me. I'll just be a fly on the wall here.
That was Open Sky by Velvet Moon, one of my favorites. Folks, we have a special treat for you today because I have a guest here at the Reynolds studio. You know that happens from time to time, but today it's a bona fide big shot. None other than KNW6's own newsman extraordinaire, Mr. Connor Price.
Thanks for having me, Jack. Always nice to talk to a fellow broadcaster. So, how long have you been doing this local show?
Coming up on our 10th anniversary, Mr. Price. But you've been at KNW6 for longer than that, no?
Yeah, it's been... Gosh, can you believe I started there way back in '66? As a segment producer on Portland Rise and Shine. Still remember the title of my first item, too. Is Poplin Still Poppin'?
That's a great title. And yet, this is the first time you've come to Providence Oaks.
First time staying a while, at any rate. So, Mr. Reynolds, how would you describe this town?
Well, I'd say it's a... Hey! Wait a minute. Who's interviewing who here? I'll ask the questions, thank you very much.
Apologies, my friend. Just can't help myself, always chasing the story me. It's the commitment I've made to our viewers. The price guarantee.
So, what stories are you chasing here in PO?
Oh, you know, just trying to capture the old couleur locale. I must say, the people here are very friendly, and I hope the feeling's mutual. Right, Thomas? That's Thomas the mailman over there. But never mind, he's not mic'd.
Well, Mr. Price, we did get off to a rough start.
You don't say. Because we happen to have a little section called PO Positive or Pet Peeve. You might have heard of it?
Can't say I have, but I do like the alliteration.
Well, Lucinda Boyle called in a pet peeve yesterday, saying you were quite rude to her when she asked you for an autograph.
Well, I'm sure that was a misunderstanding. See, I must have been on a really tight schedule, because otherwise I'd do anything for a fan. That's...
The price guarantee, right? Sure. Anyway, we'll be back with Connor Price, KNW 6-star reporter, right after this.
What the hell, Jack? Ambushing me like that live on air?
Relax, just joshing you a little. But I'll let you plug the heck out of this Oregon Trail thing you're filming. How's that? We'll make sure everyone in town fully cooperates with your crew in the home stretch.
Well, speaking of the home stretch, I better get back to my job as a serious broadcaster. It's been real, pal. Can you believe this guy? Sheesh.
Don't take it personally, Mr. Price. Jack's a swell guy.
Huh. That's the thanks I get for stopping by amateur hour.
Sorry you had to witness that, Thomas. Made for good radio, though. While it lasted, anyway. I'll see you at Moe's tonight, yeah? You don't want to miss what Frank's been cooking up.
Can't wait. See you there.
Dai, mamma mia, qua stanno facendo perdere tempo. Ah, lui è il numero 1. Ah, ma ho consegnato la lettera? Ok, non me ne ero neanche accorta. Presto! Aspetta, dove che devo andare? Ah, ok, qua e poi ho finito. Dai. Presto! Allora, a sapere che durava un po' di più Avrei chiuso un pochetto dopo l'altro giorno. Sono convintissima fosse solo una settimana, invece no. Va bene comunque, va bene comunque. No, ma fermano pure qua. Dai, l'ultimo. Dai, è l'ultimo.
I should have a new booking system ready in a few weeks.
Ah, no, devo consegnare qua. Ah, forse qua. No, qua.
Special delivery for a Mr. G. Serrano. He's not in. I could leave it at the reception, I guess. Nah, better leave it with Elsa.
Niente. Vabbè, facciamoci sta strada. Non per qualcosa, ma va piano. 6, 7, 8. Cioè, è pure la stanza più lontana. Cioè, io non lo so. Oh, vai, bus.
Please accept this delivery for room number 2.
Hi, Thomas. Oh, is that Gabriel's tux?
Signed, sealed, delivered. That's the Weiss guarantee.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Right then, I'll...
I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long. Ooh, when I use my witchcraft. Ooh, when I use my witchcraft. Ooh, yeah.
Well...
Great. So... See you tonight at the diner. Oh, and thank you.
My pleasure, Ilsa.
Però non ha detto mi piace quella canzone. Non è che puoi scendere di qua per caso? Ah sì, bravissimo. Dai, dobbiamo tornare a casetta. No, dobbiamo tornare all'ufficio postale. Veloce! Donna, 2 ore e mezzo. Cioè, la prima 1 ora neanche, la seconda 2 ore e mezzo. Non è possibile 4... Cioè, no, non è possibile. Anzi, 3 ore e mezzo in realtà. Oh, mi sembra di aver letto che durasse 2-3 ore. Ma qua già siamo a 3 ore e mezzo. Oh, vabbè. I don't know. Comunque sia. Andiamo verso l'ufficio postale. Non sterza bene sto furgoncino, cioè proprio zero. Dai che siamo arrivati. Telefono, beh, classico. Pronto?
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's the Weiss family again. We wanted to wish you a happy new year before we're going to Moe's.
Hey, thanks. We've got a little over an hour left here before it's 1986.
You'll watch out for those fireworks, won't you? They're so unpredictable.
I will. I'll probably stay inside anyways.
We've got 4 more hours to go, but Happy New Year! I'd rather be early than late. Are you going anywhere to celebrate?
Thanks, Dad. We're all a bit drained after making the deadline. Some guys from the office were going to do a ER Kung Fu tournament, but I didn't feel like it.
A Kung Fu tournament? On New Year's Eve?
Yes, Mom, it's a video game.
Mai sentito sto
But
videogioco.
Jess and I are going to watch Trading Places instead at my place. I think that New Year's Eve is overrated anyway. People seem to think it must be the best night of the year, but all you usually get is a lot of drama and a solid hangover. My New Year's resolution was not to make a big deal out of New Year's Eve anymore. And it looks like I'm not going to break it. But don't let that ruin your evening.
I totally understand you, Meredith. My best New Year's Eve was actually one I spent all by myself. I don't know why, but that night I've never felt more at peace. And most parties aren't worth the hangover anyway.
Maybe that's because you usually forget half of what happened. Sorry, Meredith. Your father's memory needs a little grease between the hinges.
Like starting the car in time before going to Moe's?
Bingo!
Okay, guys, I won't hold you up. Have a great evening, and a Happy New Year. Love you.
Dai, dai. Dai che manca poco, dai che manca poco.
My beautiful people, may I have your attention for half a minute?
Mezzo minuto.
Welcome to Moe's. We're excited to celebrate the last few moments of 1985 together with you. It was quite an undertaking to host this New Year's Eve party at the last minute. So if you feel like the snack situation isn't up to standard, you're right. But we do have enough tater tots, french fries, potato wedges, and potato pancakes to feed the entire village. Thank you so much for that, Jack. And thank you all for coming. Cheers to a great evening.
Yeah, bravi tutti.
Well, if it isn't my favorite KNW6 news team.
Come sono eleganti.
Hi, Thomas.
Darndest thing. I've had this song stuck in my head all day. It goes, witchcraft, ooh.
Witchcraft, ooh. What a coincidence. That's been stuck in my head, too.
He knows. He heard you sing it in the shower.
Oh, right.
La serie beccati.
Elsa Richter, ladies and gentlemen. Segment producer, car problem solver, and joke explainer extraordinaire.
There we go. Champagne for my real friends and real pain for my sham friends.
Hello, Mr. Price. So, is the segment on Providence Oaks in the can yet?
Almost, my friend. Still have to shoot the countdown to the new year. Hopefully that gives us the ending we need. I've been promised a spectacle.
Easy on the alcohol there, Connor. We still need you on camera. Can't have you slurring your words.
Slurring my words? Whatever do you mean, Ilsa?
Quit fooling, you guys. It's getting close to midnight. Let's set up and get ready.
Showtime. Okay, getting into character. See you on the flip side, mailman.
Hi, honey. There goes that Connor Price. Would you believe the motel had to custom order a blow dryer just for him? He tipped generously, though. Oh, is that Beth sitting over there? Let's join her.
Good evening, my dearest of friends. Almost time for Auld Lang Syne, eh? Did you know that Auld Lang Syne was written down by Robert Burns in the 18th century? And that he based it on an old Scottish folk song? He wrote it to a different melody than the one we sing today, but I have to say, I do like this version. And it's often sung after a special dinner where haggis is served, would you believe?
Honestly, Beth, I don't know how we'll get by without these fascinating facts when you're gone.
Well, I will still be selling sets of encyclopedias at the store for a few more months if you need them. I'll cut you a nice deal.
Only if you'll help load them into my truck.
All joking aside, my friends, now that a new year is upon us, I feel a moment of thanks is in place. I know I've kept my situation from you for a while, but now that it's out in the open, I honestly don't know why I didn't share it with you sooner. Pride, I suppose. But I feel so much better now. So thank you, my friends.
That's what we're here for.
Glad we could be there for you, Beth. And thank you for opening us to it. We'll always be there for you. But you have to let us in first. I hope you'll remember that when you're in Georgia.
Definitely. In fact, it's my new resolution for 1986. Along with letting go and seeing where life takes me. What about you, Emily? Any resolutions?
Well, less work and more fun, I suppose. Now that this guy Matt is joining the motel, I am looking forward to a bit more quality time. What about you, honey?
I'd like to head out to Meredith next year.
Yes, we should. It would be great to see her again.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Well, whatever the future brings, this old acquaintance here will be hard-pressed to ever forget you two.
Same here, Beth.
Absolutely. We wouldn't be able to forget you if we tried. Not that we tried, of course. And like you said at Christmas dinner, even if the reasons for change are sometimes out of our hands, let's focus on the new beginnings that come along with them.
And what better time for new beginnings than New Year's Eve?
Attention, folks! It's showtime!
Ci siamo.
If you want to see the biggest fireworks show west of the Rocky Mountains, you better be standing outside in about 10 minutes.
Addirittura.
That's my cue. From a little spark may burst a flame, as Dante once put it. But I need to visit the ladies' room first, or I'll turn into a pumpkin. See you outside.
Isn't she marvelous? I'm so happy for her, but I am going to miss Bethy.
So will I. Seeing a parcel addressed to the bookstore always brightened my mood.
It makes me feel a bit melancholic. Even more than I usually am on New Year's Eve. This odd feeling of looking back and forward at the same time, and now I'm doing that over a much longer period than just the coming and going of the year.
I know what you mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's good to have something to look forward to.
And we sure have something to look forward to, don't we? I guess that's what's most important in life. But let's enjoy the here and now instead. Our wise and beautiful daughter just taught us not to demand that this should be the best evening of the year. But we're allowed to try it, right? So this is where my speech ends, my dear husband. And now I need a glass of champagne.
Champagne.
I'll drink to that, and to you, and all the good things the new year will bring us.
Maureen, I need champagne.
For me and my beautiful wife.
You got it, sir. Just grab your glasses and join me in the bottle outside. It's less than a minute now.
20 seconds on go, Mr. Price. Go.
And so, 1985 draws to a close. With mere seconds left in the year, I've been told this little lake town will strive to end 85 with a bang. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Holy Toledo! Ilsa, are we getting this?
Son of a...
Somebody check on Frank.
Esagerato. Oh, non mi dire che c'è pure il gennaio. No, basta! Guarda, se devo consegnare pacchi, subito, io già lo dico. Continua un altro
That
giorno.
sure sounds like a delicious eggnog recipe.
Hurry up, dear. It's coming up next.
Yes, yes, don't get too excited now. It's just a preview, remember?
And now, a man with a very special New Year's resolution. And he's going to tell us all about it. Isn't that right, Sybil?
Absolutely, Bob. It's none other than our roving reporter, Connor Price. Connor, my dear, where in blazes are you?
Well, Sybil, I'm in beautiful Providence Oaks, wishing you and Bob and our viewers a joyful 1986. And as for my New Year's resolution, Bob, why, it's my very special price guarantee to all of you that I will be sharing gripping tales and intimate portraits from all over Oregon in an all-new series of special reports on small-town America. Part 1 will air tonight at 8, right here on KNW 6. And it will be all about the gorgeous little lake town where I was fortunate enough to spend the waning days of 1985. Here, let's take a look at an exclusive sneak peek. Providence Oaks, an idyllic town by a lake just south of Melville. It's where this reporter counted down to 1986. And although, unfortunately, the fireworks started a little early, so we didn't quite manage to catch them all. Take it from me, it was quite the spectacle, courtesy of postal worker Frank Coleman.
Just a faulty batch of leftover 4th of July material, I guess. Not mine, anyway. No siree. But I'm all right, folks. Really, everyone can stop calling me at home. I'm A-OK.
And perhaps that encapsulates the true nature of Providence Oaks, or P.O., as it's called by those who know and love it. It's a town where, even when things don't go as planned, folks will be all right and A-OK.
It's just, you know, we help each other out, and there's nothing we can't fix.
A town where first impressions can be deceiving.
This town may look sleepy from the outside, but trust me, there's always so much stuff to do and take care of. Ugh.
A town where generations have grown up.
It's a great place to raise kids, and also a great place to have been raised as a kid. Myself, I mean, back when I was a kid, being raised here. Was that okay?
A town where patience is still a virtue.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if this is where I'll find what I'm looking for, but I do know I can keep looking here for as long as I want, and that feels great.
A town full of unique individuals that, deep down, have more in common than you'd think.
The average Providence Okian probably doesn't exist. We do tend to keep to ourselves until someone needs us. Then we show up. Always.
A town you can't help but love.
You know, I just think it's the best place in the whole wide world. Sue me.
Everyone, story to tell.
To me, it's all about the people. Because...
Yes, well, leave it to the mailman to
Ha
say
tagliato, no, poverino.
A goodbye never has to be a farewell.
Ha tagliato proprio la parte iniziale sua. Peccato.
Providence Oaks, like so many other places in our great state of Oregon, is a small town with a big heart.
Bravi!
This is Connor Price, KNW6, PO.
Bello, bello, bello. Yeah! Yeah! Bello, dai, bello. Immaginavo che durasse così tanto, però bello. Bello, lei season greetings, bellissimo, bellissimo, bellissimo. Che altro dire? E niente, questo era il DLC che è uscito l'anno scorso, se non erro. Mi ricordo se l'avevo detto l'altro giorno, non ricordo. È uscito l'anno scorso, il 15 novembre del 2023. Beh, molto bello. È durato, vabbè, 3-4 ore, però è bello. Bello, bello. Il fatto che con la neve è bellissimo, cioè io adoro. È stato molto bello giocare questo DLC. Detto ciò, grazie mille a tutti quanti e buonanotte perché è tardissimo. Ciao!